We have the power to love one another, to respect one another, and to be decent to one another. We now need the will. Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, hearing the cascade of violence against Black and brown people was nearly debilitating. But at the same time, as a Black woman, knowing that I have to persist and that I have to keep pressing and keep moving forward and keep progress as a central theme, spoke to me and made me realize more than ever that the position I have as dean provides me a platform and a voice to have an impact in these times that are so treacherous and terrible. The Dickinson Law community recognized the near paralysis that the events leading up to George Floyd's death negatively impacted our students, our staff, our faculty, and our administrators of color.
I think we heard that day, what I heard was our students' call for us to actually take action and to do something. And so we wanted, in putting together that joint resolution, well, we wanted those words to be precise and to hold us accountable for the actions that we would take.
The significance of the unanimous faculty resolution condemning violence against Black and brown people is a commitment and resolve not to let this moment pass without taking an active stance against racist acts. When we have the capacity as teachers, as professors, to bring common sense, to bring analysis, and to bring thoughtful, critical examination of structures in our society that negatively impact segments of our community.
When you put a document out there, it has to be moved and seconded by faculty. It could be amended. People could move to amend it. Nobody moved to amend it. There were several people who at the same time were making motions to approve it. There were several people who were making motions to second it. So to get that kind of response, I thought was something that it shows the kind of community we are and how strongly we believe in social justice and racial justice.
The fact that this was unanimous and unequivocally so was just powerful as a matter of faculty governance.
After the resolution on June 2nd was passed unanimously, it really got me to thinking about what was our responsibility as legal educators. And it seemed to me that we had this unique opportunity and special responsibility to help form the lawyers of tomorrow that could possibly address these issues of structural racism. So I drafted a second resolution called A Race in Our Educational Mission, as well as sketched out a program that we might develop in which we would address these issues with students and educate them about it.
The piece for me that is just so compelling is understanding the unique role and the nexus that we have as legal educators, right? We sit in a position of power, but we have tremendous potential to take action. And so to take advantage of that position and that nexus to not only educate and support our students, but to take concrete actions outside the walls of the law school.
The challenge of developing this course was primarily we had not done it before. We couldn't find a law school that had done it before, but we recognized that there was a real need to take this on. And we thought that rather than wait a year and study it and do research and design the program, that our country and our students needed this right now.
Many faculty across the nation ask themselves, how do I do this in a contracts class? How do I do this in a torts class? How do I do this in civil procedure? So that summer, our faculty got together and said we have to have baseline understanding amongst our faculty members before we even think about how to implement this. We had workshops in teaching and learning to help us understand these fundamental methods of incorporating anti-racist teaching into our curriculum.
So what we decided to do was to embark on it, recognizing that we would be developing it on the way. And I made a call out to faculty and students and other departments in Penn State and leaders in the community that have been working in this area, looking to people that do have the relevant expertise, bringing them together and engaging them in a design process, and then creating a presentation for students. And at the end of this, we will have a well-developed, important program addressing race in the legal system. And it's our intention to share that with other law schools and other universities, because we recognize the need is really throughout our country. There are three objectives to this course. The first is to educate students about the relationship between race and our legal system, and to try to recognize that we as lawyers have helped design the system that perpetuates structural racism, that we maintain it, and in fact we prosper from it. The second objective is to expose students to concepts of critical race theory, to give them the tools they need to recognize structural racism that may not be readily apparent, but also give them the knowledge they need to formulate strategies to combat it. And then finally, and the most important, is to help them discern their own response to what our country is going through now, and hopefully it'll inform the type of lawyer that they become.
When students complete the Race and Equal Protection of the Laws course, they will have a nuanced and critical understanding of the United States Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and a structural appreciation for the document. They will understand how provisions, clauses, and amendments relate to one another. And they will have the origin story, the full origin story of the document, which will help them be critical thinkers as they broach new challenges and new issues that we are going to see in our next generation of lawyering.
It's giving our students a sense of hope in contrast to hopelessness. And also giving them the appreciation of the hard work that's required to accomplish that change, but that it's feasible, that it's doable, and that they have that skill set. And that they are going to inhabit a really special position in society as lawyers.
Have everyone go ahead and back this, to have it backed by not just faculty but staff, and then to have it backed by law schools around the country. It shows the power of what we can do by coming up with a new course which teaches the tenets of this And by hearing of students whose passions are lit by this, again, to me, it's a powerful ongoing statement of who we are and what we can accomplish.
So if we can channel the students and their energy and excitement, and if that energy and excitement spreads, that is an amazing measurement of the effect and impact that we're having. Because those students, when they dig deeper, they increase their knowledge, and then they in turn disseminate it. There's nothing better than that.